Welcome back, Game King family, to another F1 Clash video, and we're here for our boost guide for the Champions Series event part 2. So we're going to be giving you guys the best boost selections for you guys to use in your Champions Series event in your opening round and your final round here. Alright, so before we jump in, remember to smash that like button. Let's get some likes on this video, and if you're not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe, turn your post notifications for more F1 Clash videos. Alright, so let's jump on into it. Champion Series event part 2. So first race in our opening round, we see it's Brazil, 0% wetness, and we see for dry Brazil, it's required speed and corners. Alright, so a boost that gives you corners and speed will be doing good for Brazil. So let's look through that. So any boost with like high corners, like the tune here, would be really good for that, and any boost with high speed will be good for Brazil. If you do have fireworks, if you have a lot, then you could use like fireworks. If you don't, I would recommend you keep those, because you only get these once a year. Once a year you get these, so these are precious. All right, so as I said in previous boost guide videos, I don't think there is a boost that gives you speed and corners all together. So with that being said, you have to select like one driver on a boost with speed and another driver on a boost with corners. All right, so that would cover Brazil. All right, so the next track up is going to be Singapore. It's going to be dry as well, and we see for dry Singapore it's going to be corners and grip. All right, so corners and grip is there's a lot of boosts that gives you good corners and grip in there, like the Kawhi boost here that gives you good corners and grip. So that's one of your boosts that you want to be going for your Singapore race, the Kawhi. And then if you want it, you could go another boost with corners and grip in the elements of the Jin boost here that gives you corners and grip as well. All right, but Singapore is a very interesting track where you want to use most of the time you want to do some overtaking or some undertaking. So it's best to go with some boost that also gives you some form of tire management. So a boost like the downforce that gives you some corners and grip with tire management is going to be one of your go-to boosts for Singapore. And then you could use like for your second driver, for the driver with the highest tire management you have, you could use like the Kawhi boost for that driver, and then you could use like the downforce for the driver with the lowest tire management you have. All right. Let's take a quick look at the drivers and see Alonso and Hamilton. So Hamilton with the Kawhi and Alonso with the downforce would be really good for a track like Singapore that requires grip and corners. All right, next track is gonna be, so the next track up is Italy, and Italy requires corners and grip. So though Italy requires corner and grip, you could also throw boosts like with speed in there because it's a long track, so you have a little more room for overtaking. So a boost that gives you some form of corners or grip with speed, like the Vice boost here, that gives you speed and grip, is a good boost to go to for Italy. And then you could throw in for your second boost another boost that gives you nice corners and grip, like the Kawhi or the Star there that gives you good corners and it gives you some tires. All right, so corners and grip again, or you could go back down for the downforce. Works really well on every single track in the game, so you could go back to the downforce and the Vice for your Italy race. All right, so our next race coming up is gonna be, let me see. All right, so we have the United Kingdom coming up at 63% chance of rain. I'm thinking that this one is going to be a full wet race because it's the highest chance of rain in this event. So for the United Kingdom, we see corners and speed being the main feature of the United Kingdom, speed and corners. And if it's going to be wet, it's going to be speed, corners, and wetness ability. All right, so a boost like the Hex boost here, that gives you speed and wetness ability. Really good to be using at the United Kingdom there. A boost like the Exception that gives you speed and wetness ability. Good boost to use there. And then a boost like the Tune that gives you corners and wetness ability is another go-to boost that you want to be using for the United Kingdom. The Prince boost here that gives you corners and wetness ability is another boost you want to use reach to for United Kingdom. All right, so those are the boosts for the United Kingdom. Let's look at the next track that's coming up. That's going to be Belgium. Belgium is going to be dry and it requires speed and corners. So the same speed and corners boost that you use for the United Kingdom, you could use those same speed and corners boosts for Belgium. All right. Now, Japan coming up next, 47% chance of rain. Let's look. Yep, Japan, 47% chance of rain. Then we have Canada and Netherlands with 0% chances. All right, so Japan, 47% chance of rain. Might be wet, might be dry, might be bipolar. You never know. And if it's dry, though, we see where corners and grip is the main feature for Japan. So a boost like the Eagle here that gives you nice grip and also throws in some tire management in there, it would be really nice for Japan. All right, a boost that gives you corners and grip like the Downforce, really nice. A boost like the Kawaii, like I said, one of the boosts that you can use on every single track in the game. The Kawaii boost, except for wet races. Yeah, let me throw that out there, except for wet races. All right, so you could use that boost for your dry Japan. All right, now if it's wet at Japan, it's going to change to speed and corners for a wet Japan. So the same wetness boost that you use for your United Kingdom race, you could come back and use those if it's wet for Japan. All right, and we see Canada and Netherlands running off the end of the list with wet, which is going to be dry with corners and grip as their featured preferred boost. So a boost like the Kawaii, really good to be using at Canada and Netherlands. And because these tracks already gives you high tire management, the Kawaii boost works really well there. And boosts like the Jin works really well there. The Downforce works really well there as well. All right, so let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this one. Use code word collect now to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys who watch full videos, for all your support. Hopefully this guide video helped you guys to prepare your boost for the event. And that's basically going to be it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Well, good guys. Bye. Shout out to Marco Pedrana, JJ, Vid Mantis, Christopher Graves, Alfredo Jr., Nathan Arsenio, and Touch My Dilly.